crap.
The question was if the Tesla would detect it in time to step on the brakes. And it turned out...
Holy me.
So I can definitively say for the first time in the history of the world, Tesla's optical camera system would absolutely smash through a fake wall without even a slight tap on the brakes.
Ugh. Mike Rober just broke Tesla. And I don't even mean about the stock. Elon's doing that just fine all by himself. He doesn't need anybody's help with that. But he just put out, Mike Rober, a very controversial video. Well, evidently it became controversial, wasn't meant to be, just a couple days ago, and the stock has been plummeting. Again, I don't think it's a one-for-one based off of just one YouTuber. I mean, it's not like this guy's MKBHD who can ruin car careers and companies and make them go bankrupt, right? But a video had came out testing Tesla's vision versus LiDAR. And the reason why I wanted to even cover this video is because I've had this controversial take about it for a few years now, ever since Tesla decided they weren't going to do LiDAR anymore. I own a Model 3 and a Model Y, and my Model 3 has FSD. I've had it for over 6 years now. And I feel using FSD all these years that any amount of sensors is an appropriate amount of sensors. You can always have more. It's never overkill. I love redundancy when it comes to safety, but Tesla said, we just need the cameras. They're smart enough. Well, that was put to the test.
And it turned out...
Holy me.
Yeah. Didn't really work out, did it? And that's my biggest fear because I'm a father now. And the last thing I would ever want to do is compromise the safety of my son in the vehicle with me. And now I don't even use FSD anymore because I don't trust the system. Well, it can always improve and it can always get better. I've heard all this before. I used to even say that. But I don't want to pay for the software promises of tomorrow when I had to pay yesterday's prices. The video wasn't even meant to be strictly about this Tesla test. It was just about testing the capabilities of LiDAR. And it looks like this other company that he was working with lent them a vehicle that used the LiDAR, so they were doing a one-for-one, so they thought maybe this was a sponsorship. But Mike has gone on to the record saying that this was not a sponsorship. They never saw the video until it went live like everybody else, and they were never paid anything. They asked, would you let us use a car? And they said yes, and that was the beginning and the end of that relationship right there. Somebody from the company was with him while he was test driving that vehicle, but that was about it. And to take it a little further, the plot thickens. Mike is a big Tesla fan. He loves his Model Y and he plans on getting a newer one when he upgrades. So he has no bias in this. Even more so, he doesn't own any Tesla stock. He hasn't put any bets on Tesla stock, or he doesn't own any of the competitors of EVs, any of their stocks. He doesn't have anything that he would financially gain from hurting the Tesla stock. He just put his findings out there as an engineer would, and this was the result. Very entertaining. Now, never mind the backlash of all these Elon Musketeers in the comment sections and stuff like that. I get it. They'll come to this video too. Where I'm getting at is not necessarily the hate and the visceral, like, cult-like following. Fucking weird. I'm not even getting at it from the point that people are challenging this guy's integrity. My whole stance on this is LiDAR, radar, any other sensors, they're all needed. And the fact that older vehicles that came with that technology, like mine, got disabled is mind-blowing to me, because I could use those sensors, but they want to unify the software experience and just know everybody's gonna use Tesla Vision. Well, this is what it looks like when we just use Tesla Vision, isn't it? And I don't even want to hear that he was using autopilot over FSD, because the technology is exactly the same. He's gone on to say it's indifferent. The only thing that changes between enhanced autopilot and FSD is changing lanes, making turns, and everything else when there's a GPS routed, but the sensors don't change regardless of how you engage that mechanism. My biggest takeaway from all this is that the software isn't ready. And that shouldn't be a shocker to anybody, but the frustrating part is that when you have the hardware there and they turn off the hardware, and I paid for that hardware, I feel a type of way about that. And Tesla should offer the option to let you upgrade your hardware if need be, or they could just stay on this path like driving a Model Y 40 miles per hour into a brick wall.
Here we go. Holy shit!